Hi everyone, my name is Ryan and I'm the Midlife Skier. Over the President's Day long weekend in 2026, our family traveled to Okemo Mountain in Vermont. We spent 4 days and 4 nights there exploring the resort and of course, skiing. Today, I'm going to talk about our resort and lodging experience while there. We flew into Albany, New York on Wednesday night late and spent the night at a friend's house nearby. Thursday morning, we headed up to Okemo and arrived there around noon. It's about a 2-hour drive. Once we arrived at the Jackson Gore Base Village, we parked in the front check-in loop and went into the front desk of the Jackson Gore Inn to check in. Since it was well before the check-in time of 5 p.m., they went ahead and gave us our room keys and parking pass, but not our room number, so that the cleaning crew could finish cleaning the room. They did offer to call us once the room was ready, which was nice. So that way we could go over to where the room was, hang out, maybe get in a little skiing, and get right into the room when it was ready. Our room was in the Adams House building, right next to the main lodge and inn. So we drove over to it, we got into the underground parking area with our room key and parked there. The Adams House has a lounge kind of lobby area with some sofas and chairs. So we brought our luggage up from the car and stashed it in this open room. Note that the Jackson Gore Inn does not have a luggage storage service, but we felt totally fine putting our stuff in this lobby lounge room as other people were also doing it. Once we had our things stashed, we ventured out to walk around the base area, find the My Epic Gear store to get our gear, and grab a bite to eat. Of course, once we had our ski equipment, my youngest son and I couldn't resist immediately heading out onto the slopes for a couple of hours of quiet skiing. The slopes were basically empty and the lift lines were non-existent at this point, since it was an afternoon weekday. Our timing was good because as soon as we finished skiing, I got word from my wife that the room was ready and they had just gotten into it. It was right around 3 p.m. After turning our gear back into the Slopeside store for the evening, we headed over to the Adams House to check out our hotel room. Our hotel room was a 3-bedroom unit on the top floor, the 3rd floor. There's 3 floors plus a basement. The basement obviously is the parking area. Technically, our room was actually 2 rooms with a double queen hotel style room connected to a 2-bedroom condo style room. The 2-bedroom side had a living and dining area with a fireplace looking out onto the beginner slope of the base area. There was also a small kitchen that had a stove, microwave, sink, dishwasher, and plenty of counter space. Off the hallway, there was a full bathroom with a shower, tub, sinks, and toilet. Across the hallway from this bathroom was the 2nd bedroom, with a queen bed and the same view out onto the slope. At the end of the hallway was the large master bedroom. This room had a king bed, a sitting area, and a fireplace, all looking onto the slopes. In the master bathroom, there were double vanity sinks, a large raised jacuzzi tub, toilet, and small separate shower. In the attached 3rd bedroom, it was very similar to a conventional hotel room. There was a bathroom with double sinks, toilet, and a shower tub. The sleeping area had 2 queen beds looking out onto the ski slopes. The unit was clean and comfortable, but the carpet and furniture were slightly dated. The unit did have central air and heat, though we rarely needed the heat. I guess because we were on the top floor, plenty of heat came up from underneath to keep the unit warm. Also, we had the fireplaces going a fair amount of the time, so this kept things warm. Warm enough that we often cracked the windows open. The Adams House building had a main entrance on the 1st floor that took you out next to the beginner slope area. The beginner area out on the slope had a few magic carpet lifts as well as a tubing and sledding hill. Just outside this main entrance were 2 hot tubs and a bunch of outdoor lockers for property owners. Also on the 1st floor was an indoor locker room, I think for property owners. We weren't given instructions on how to access any lockers, so that's why I'm assuming these were just for property owners. On the 3rd floor common area, there's also an ice machine and a washer and dryer, so there is the ability to do laundry in this common area. From the main entrance, it was an easy 3-minute walk down to the main base building area. In this area, there was the Roundhouse cafeteria, rental shop, ticket sales, and an entrance into the main inn lobby. Once inside the main inn lobby, there was another restaurant, bar, lounge area reserved for inn guests, and a hallway. Down the hallway, there was an arcade room, a special carbonated drink room with like a really cool drink machine that you could make flavored carbonated water or other drinks, as well as a couple retail shops and the inside entrance to the My Epic Gear member services location. And again, this is where we got our rental equipment from, and we picked up and dropped off our equipment at this location every day we were skiing. Also, down in this main base building area, there was a gym and a separate pool and spa complex that hotel guests get access to. Of course, the most important part of this lower main base area was the Coleman Brook ski lift. In the morning, once geared up, we would come down from the Adams house, grab our skis from the My Epic Gear store, walk the 30 feet over to the slope, click in, and get in the line for the lift. All told, it was about a 10-minute process to walk down, get the skis, and get in the lift line. Very convenient. We really enjoyed our time staying in the Adams House part of the inn. It accommodated our group of 6 people easily and comfortably. I really liked that our room was on the slope side. Looking out onto the slopes and up at the mountain was a nice perk. We did encounter a couple of maintenance issues, but these were quickly remedied. We had a couple of plugged toilets and slow drains, and we had a rogue window that would not close. With a call to the front desk, a maintenance person was up at our room, usually within just a few minutes, and quickly fixed the problem. We found all of the staff that we interacted with to be extremely helpful and nice, just very friendly. Putting everything together, this struck me as an unusually well-run resort, so kudos to them and the management and leadership there. We would definitely consider staying here again and really look forward to it. Who knows, maybe we've started a new family tradition. So anyway, that was our time at the Okemo Resort Lodging, and I hope you have a great day.